All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to episode 20 of Freshly Brewed, the show where I build a deck and I just play it on stream immediately. This is going to be the very first game I play with this deck, and I have no idea if it's good or bad or what. What do we have here? We got Codie. I can't change the name here? Because I can't. We have new deck 2. New deck 2 is what we have here. And we just built it on stream. All you folks who missed that, bonus content I do is the deck builds with Freshly Breweds. If you're a YouTube member or a Twitch subscriber, look for that in the various channels. You can get that. What do we have here? We have a Codie deck in Historic. I've been pretty pumped about Codie, honestly. I played a standard deck on my Cool Stuff video last week with Codie. My article tomorrow on Friday on CoolStuffInc.com is all about Codie. I just like this card a lot. It's got a good butt, and
oh my god, Becky!
It cascades. It makes mana. It's a mana generator. It generates card advantage. Of course, only play spells. Can't play permanents, but that's okay. Honestly, it's okay. So playing the Codie here. Codie allows you to play a 5-drop on turn 4 and cascade, which is super cool. So we're playing a Mardu deck here. A lot of spells. Big ones here are Starnheim Unleashed and Lorehold Command. Now, both of these cards make creatures, which is great. Both are good control cards. Starnheim in particular is really good with Codie. You go turn 2, Foretell, turn 3, Codie, turn 4, cast it for 2 angels, and Cascade. That's super awesome. We're also playing on a lot of the best cards in the format. We have our great discard spells here. We have our Lightning Helix, which are great. We have Vanishing Verse, Bonecrusher. Now, of course, we can't cast Bonecrusher with Codie in play, but if Codie's in play, we're in great shape anyway. You know, that's pretty cool. And Chandra's our backup plan. Again, can't cast Chandra with Codie in play, but if we have Codie in play, we're probably winning. A lot of life gain here. Lightning Helix, Lorehold Command. Deafening Clarion can give our angels lifelink, which is also really cool. Also does not kill Codie. Little card filtering here in Valakut Awakening. A bunch of lands. Sideboard got some cool ones here. Time Reinforcements for burn. Solar Blaze for big creatures. Most of Duresses, Thought Distortion against control decks, Rest in Peace against graveyard decks, Rampage against artifacts and planeswalkers and creatures. Go Blank's a really cool one. Go Blank against graveyard decks and just grindy decks in general, honestly, you know. Thought Distortion, Chandra. That's the deck. Freshly Brewed. Karn is here on the Karn cam, right? Aww. He is not interested in Freshly Brewed. He does not give a... Watch your mouth, Karn. And let's just jump right in. Brought to you by...
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
What's going to happen? I don't know. Historic Codie. What do y'all think? What do you think about the deck? Let me know what your thoughts are on this Freshly Brewed deck. We're also going to do a second episode of Freshly Brewed today on stream. We're going to build a treasure deck in Historic. And I've got some ideas bouncing around on that for a while now, and I'm looking forward to trying that one out as well. Correct. I don't use sleeves in Arena because I don't have any BCW that card Elite 2s. I agree. I'm going to become a VTuber whenever I want. I don't know. All right, so... Not a great hand. A lot of 5s, you know, so we're going to mulligan this one, unfortunately. I think Aggro matchup is good, but control rinse us. I agree that that's a concern. That's a concern that Mardu decks often have, where we're just like a bunch of removal spells, and they can't actually beat a control deck, but we're going to keep this. We're going to do the Vanishing Verse here. I want to keep the 5-drop for Codie, so keep this. 2 discard spells, pretty good. Codie. I like the ability to use discard to protect Codie. They have a breeding pool. And they have, oh, it's a freaking fog deck. All right, I mean, I guess. Fogs don't do much against Codie, so take Search for Escante, which is a huge pickup, obviously. And now we're going to take this Tamiyo. I mean, Codie's going to be free and ready to roll here. We could have Starnheimed, honestly. Ooh, that's really good, too. We could have Starnheimed, set up for turn 3 Codie, turn 4 Starnheim, but is it Nissa or is it Tamiyo? Nissa is by far a better card. But Tamiyo would get Nissa back anyway. Yeah, let's take the Tamiyo. They're still pretty far from casting Nissa, so... Alright, so get a Forester. They don't really have any removal, you know? Another Inquisition. Doesn't really help us, though. Doesn't really help us. We could Foretell and Inquisition here. Because if you don't draw a land, you can't use Codie anyway. But I guess then we could, if you don't draw a land, we could just like foretell and Starnheim, same thing. I mean, I don't know what this thing's gonna hit realistically. Yeah, we're just gonna play Codie. Don't lapse me. Imagine recycling Haze of Pollen here, sure. So they're gonna cycle, look for lands. Okay. So we draw a land here, we're pretty happy. We can fire off the command. Ooh. Main phase, cycle, and say go. We do draw a land. It is not the exact land we want, but let's take a look here. And a little looky-loo. Cosmos Elixir. You don't say. Now, one thing about Codie is, alright, Codie is not a wall. We really threw the book at him, didn't we? I'm trying over here, right? I'm trying. Karn's not trying. I'm trying. Codie, my boy, get in there. Shark Typhoon for 1. Oh, we're doing it next turn, folks. We're doing it. All right, so that's some hard-hitting literature, yes. So we're going to just Starnheim. We could, like... Yeah, we're going to Starnheim here. So pop off here. X is 2. Oh, hold on. We got a Codie first. Codie. Then Starnheim. X is 2. Cascade. We want a 4-drop or less. Deafening Clarion. I mean, like, I guess killing a shark's better than nothing. Honestly, you know, but, so sure. I do worry that our Cascade hits aren't great. If it's not Lightning Helix, I mean, Clarion's obviously good sometimes. If it's not Lightning Helix or Starnheim, it's not like a great hit. So you draw land number 4. But we're going to like Lorehold Command for haste next turn too, so. Cosmos Elixir. Cosmo Kramer over here. Alright, so we're going to Lorehold Command. We're going to make a creature and pump haste. That is the most possible damage. Cascade into... Another Starnheim, sure. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, we can't give this haste, which would be really, really cool, but we're just shoving. We're just all in. I mean, they got a fog for the rest of the game. If only you're a real Cascade. Yes, it would work better if it was like that. What do you think, Karn? Is that going good? No? Not interested? No? Karn Cam, new feature on the stream. Let me know what y'all think. Karn's bored. Karn, you bore, Karn. God Eternal Kefnet is here, and you're dead. And you're dead. We can Cascade into a 1-drop. Stomp ya. Cascade. Thoughtseize. Whatever, Inquisition. How many 3-cost things have for Saram's expertise? Not many, because we're emptying our hand, kind of. Nissa, they have multiple Cosmos Elixirs. Wow, it's kind of interesting. All right, coming in.
Has it been 30 months already? The fuck?
The what? The what? What's up, Hammer? Thanks for the resub. Appreciate that.
Gay. Blouses.
All right, so this is the kind of like non-interactive deck that kind of scares us a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna bring in Duress, Go Blank, Thought Distortion. Probably Rampage, too, honestly. Actually, I guess Rampage can't make, what's it called? Tameo Sacrifice. We're going to cut the... I mean, Clarion's, like, good against Nissa, but, like, it's not really a good place to be fighting. Like, I don't get access to fight on. Bonecrusher's just terrible. Cut the Bonecrushers. Vanish. I mean, Rampage doesn't work either. Barbo did miss land drops that game, so... so now we have, like, 8 discard spells with Go Blank, too. Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace does turn off. It turns off Tameo. It neuters Azcanta. So maybe like cut the Clarions and bring in 1 Rest in Peace. It's a little awkward. A little awkward. What's up, Marty? Marty! Wind Waker, resub. Thanks so much.
Your content is so premium, it's ridiculous. Aww. Thanks for all the work you do. Looking forward to all the future videos.
Thanks. I appreciate that. I guess I'm going to try and take extra turns, and Chandra's really good. I don't know if I want to, like... I don't want more than 2, but this is fine. So we're, like, leaning pretty hard on our discard here, but I don't think you want the third Chandra. I think it's just too much. You might be digging in that bed. Yeah, you. Karn dug a hole in his bed. It was, like, eating the stuffing on the inside. He's a very, very bad dog. He knows it, too. Better watch yourself, boy. Alright, so we have a pretty good hand here. This is the nuts in theory. Turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Foretell, turn 3 Codie, turn 4 Cast. So this is the nuts. Codie number 2, not the best. Not the best. Their hand is Shark Typhoon, Test of Talents. That's actually really annoying. But their hand is terrible. They just like keep keeping terrible hands. Like they have no lands. They have Explore, but no land to even cast it with. I'm just taking Test of Talents here. Explore obviously draws into a land, possibly, but I don't. What is he doing? Freaking weirdo. I can't even cast Explore. Don't play that. We could Inquisition the Explore here, or we could just Starnheim and set up for future. Maybe we just discard the Explore here. They can just cycle Typhoon. Their hand's like pretty freaking bad. Yeah, they should have passed it first. Obviously, just screwed up. Let's see. They take the Explorer here. We could Starnheim. The problem is we're not. If we drew a land, I'm Starnheiming here because we have like the good curve. But there's no guarantee we're going to draw a land in the next turn or two. So they drew a Mystic Sanctuary. That is interesting, to say the least. So we Codie next turn. What's up, Cactus?
Yo, this list looks gas.
Thanks, Freshly Brewed. We drew a land. So also just like we can just Lorehold Command, and cascade with that. And we also have like now we have Duress. Now our cascades are really good. We have Duress, Go Blank. These are pretty good hits. So they can Tamiyo, which actually turns off Go Blank and discard spells, which is kind of annoying. But we can Lorehold Command and attack it. This is getting a little scary, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that our discard spells are turned off now is bad. They're gonna get back Test of Talents. That's interesting. So we can just like make a creature Helix the Tamiyo, and they don't have a 5th land yet, in theory. Giving it haste is worse than Helixing because we'll gain some life too. So we're gonna make a Helix, and we're gonna make a creature. Cascade into Duress. Perfect, because now we can cast that afterwards. So now, if that was actually Cascade, Duress wouldn't have done anything. So now we can actually cast Duress, which is dope. Test of Talents, Growth Spiral, Nissa, Shark Typhoon. We're taking the Nissa here. This is by far the scariest card by like a significant margin. They don't actually have a blue-green duel in play, but if they draw like a Growth Spiral, a Breeding Pool, it's terrible. Yeah, we're taking Nissa. Alright, you're up. Test of Talents is annoying, but we have a Cascade here anyway, so they draw Explore, sure. Castle, sure. Alright, so we are going to, they're going to be able to Test Talents my Lorehold commands. I think that's fine. I'd rather give them the commands than the Starnheim Unleashed, so make the mana, cast the command, Helix, creature. I'm sure it's going to count anyway, it doesn't really matter, so Cascade. Yep. There go the commands, blah, 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 blah. Cascade into a Lightning Helix.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
And, I'm just saying go here. I mean, we're in pretty good shape. They have a Shark Typhoon and a Growth Spiral, and then nothing else. Like, this is definitely an engine deck. They need to get, like, Nissa in play or Tamiyo in play or whatever, so. Cast Codie, like Cascade Codie. Dude, what are you doing, man? What is in there that's so interesting to you? He's about to be in trouble. What is in here? Did you lose something? Huh? What's in there? Nothing in there. You dig a hole in that bed, you're gonna be in monumental trouble. Monumental. Yes, you. I know you're there. I know you know what's going on. All right, so we're gonna fire up the Starnheim. I mean, we're just gonna cast hard cast Starnheim. Hopefully hit a I guess discard spell here of some kind. I mean, that is a discard spell. That's a discard spell. They have a nimble obstructionist. Cool thing too about Codie is the mana doesn't have to be used on spells. So we're gonna be able to Starnheim Unleashed, and we're just crushing here. We're just crushing. Are you having fun destroying things, Karn? Karn, what are your thoughts on Codie? What are your thoughts on Codie, Karn, huh? Look at Codie and read it. Read this card. Let me know what you think. Read this card. Look up, read the card. Read the card. There it is. Alright, so maybe we draw a Duress. Pop the old Duress off here. I think we're like, this is a pretty good spot to be in. Cycle Shark Typhoon for 4. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So Cycle Shark Typhoon. We Duress, it's a land, sure. And we're gonna pop off the Starnheim here for 2. We're gonna hit a Valakut Awakening, which honestly isn't like that bad. I mean, get rid of this extra Codie, draw 2 cards, the Lightning Helix, sure. We'll just send here. Trade off with the Shark. Not gonna block? That's astounding. Alright, you're up. We've really like just picked it apart, these 2 games, honestly. All the discard spells and stuff. Time Warp. So the thing about Time Warp is you gotta have something in play, or Time Warp doesn't really do anything. That was a 5-mana Explore. That's a Brainstorm. Card. What are you doing? You get in trouble on live television? Play land. Elixir, go. They're just freaking dead. Alright, so, we're gonna Codie make mana and cycle. We'll cycle with, alright, sure, that works. And another Codie, sure. So we're just gonna attack with everything. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna, whatever. They're just dead. They're just dead. So, whatever, kill this. Take 12. Cascade into a discard spell, doesn't matter. Need some life, deal 12. And this has been a really lopsided match, I'm not gonna lie. Our discard spells just completely took them apart. And this Simic Turns deck was definitely a deck that was like hyped up early on. As being like, you know, time, oh my god, Time Warp, why would they do this, you know? But Thoughtseize, Inquisition, there are plenty of tools. Lundy Vision, yeah, sure. Plenty of tools. Solve the equation. A lot of wheel spinning here, yeah. Gonna solve for a fog, I guess. Yep, alright. That is a Haze of Pollen. Gain 2 life. Dragonskull Summit. Alright. Codie, get in the red zone. Fog ya. You're up. How soon until we get the allied and enemy colored creature lands? What do y'all think? Go, Codie.
Game.
All right. That's it. Freshly Brewed. You saw it here first. Mardu Codie. We're going to retire the deck at an undefeated record. This deck is the best deck in the format. It has a 100% win percentage. That's the deck. That's the deck. All right. Let's go on here. Freshly Brewed. Codie, my boy. Codie, my boy. you haven't followed the show without following, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Your comment of the day for YouTube is, Karn is a bad dog. Karn is a bad dog. I think he understands English, personally. I think he understands me. Should I give Karn a treat? What do y'all think? Should I give Karn a treat? Type treat in all capital letters in chat. I'll give Karn a treat. I should be a real sellout. Be like, if you sub to the stream, I'll give him a treat. That guy knows what's up. Hey, good boy bed? Good boy bed? Good boy bed? There you go.
Treat.
Oh, you couldn't see him because I was in the way. Well, I gave him one, I swear. All right, turn one, Lovestruck Beast. We have a real opponent here. A real opponent with a Lovestruck Beast. And we got Lightning Helix. Sub for treats is going to be one fat dog. Whatever. If he's fat, then he's slow, right? He can't, like, be a little pain in the butt. Don't call PETA. I'm not going to abuse Karn for monetary gains. Probably. Luminarch Aspirant. That's pretty annoying. Sure. Alright, so we got to Helix that. Honestly, Lovestruck Beast is pretty big, but we can kill the 1/1s pretty well, too. So, yeah, we're just going to kill this right now. So they can't use the thing. At least sub-goal for treats. Yeah, they're playing real cards. They're playing real cards. Green-White Company is pretty good. For sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, he loves ice cubes. He freaking loves them. Right, bud? Ice cubes? It's all about ice cubes. Archon of Emeria. That's really, really annoying. So, Archon, my non-basic summon tapped, and I can't do anything about it, unfortunately, right now. So, I'm going to play this. We're going to play Foundry tapped. We can make some 4/4s. Honestly, they don't line up too well against 4/4s, honestly. I might just make a 4/4 next turn. And yeah, I guess Archon does hard counter Codie, which is it's kind of lame. It looks like Karn's freaking on fire. Karn, you're a magical doggy. You're magical because you're being foretold right now. That's pretty funny. Redain, God of the World. Oh my God! All right, this is like a nightmare matchup. Redain and Archon are just both like insanely good against us. Now I can't make an Angel because it costs 5. Yeah, I actually couldn't imagine a worse matchup. Deafening Clarion or bust, folks. We can Awakening to look for Clarion, which is pretty good, actually. So, we'll play this in Sego. We get to end step Awakening away our entire hand and try and find Deafening Clarion. I'm on empty. Watch them play the shield so Clarion doesn't work. That would be a heads-up play. That would be a heads-up play. Alright, so the problem is they probably have a company here, which is really bad for us, of course. Alright, Awakening. The entire hand is gone. Clarion or bust. I don't care about the order. That was a pretty bad 6 new cards. I mean, I can make a... If they don't have company here, maybe there's a chance, but... We're still short on this. We need one more mana. X is 1. Oh, it comes in tapped anyway. Screw a stupid deck. Alright, yeah, this is the hard counter, folks. I mean, we do have a lot of removal in our deck, but both Archon of Emeria and the other Redain are really good against us. We're going to bring in 2 Solar Blaze, 2 Angrath Rampages. We're going to cut... Honestly, like... I mean, Thoughtseize is fine. Got these Chandras, probably. They're just, like, way too expensive. And... I mean, we have tools. We do have, like, Deafening Clarion, Lightning Helix, Vanish. We have plenty of ways to kill them. I actually listened to At the Drive-In today while writing my article for CoolStuffInc.com. Little Relationship of Command. It's a good album. Alright, so... What's our other cut? Honestly, we could get like Thoughtseize. Like hitting their key cards is kind of important, but it is, It does hurt. We are the defensive deck for sure. Yeah, this card just sucks. This card is terrible. Just cut this not play that card. Giant doesn't kill the hate cards. It still kills the other stuff too, though. You know, Solar Blaze isn't good. It's gonna get a 2/3. It's against everything else though. Lovestruck Beast, Lanor Elves, the 3/1 flyer. I have not heard that one. Definitely tweet it to me or put it in the Discord because I can't look at it right now, obviously. All right, come on. All right, I got a mulligan.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
I mean, we gotta go to 5 here. Mars Volta's great. I love the Mars Volta. Yeah, we're gonna go 5 here. We can't keep his hand. If there's a red source here, we can keep. I guess it's like not great, but we just can't keep his hand. Okay. We're gonna ship one of these Valakut Awakenings and probably just Lorehold Command. Honestly, not a fun 5-card hand to say the least, but. Favorite album by Mars Volta? The first one. The first one's like insanely good. Francis the Mute is very good, but like, it's very good. It's a little obtuse at times. A little too much like wonky stuff. Like there's like a 5 minutes where nothing happens at all. I like that stuff too, but it's like a little too much. And the later albums are all like, they're all like fine, but they're like lack inspiration. I feel like they're just not as like hard hitting. It's obviously like. Oh my god, Thalia too? That's also really good against us. Deck list is on the overlay. Cardboard live. Alright, so they have Company. They have a Thalia. They have Luminarch Aspirant and Archon. Archon's the best card against us. But we have Stomp for Thalia and Helix for Archon. So I'm going to take the Aspirant here. They also can't cast anything right now. Except for the Princess, so... We are also low lands and on a mulligan to 5. So there are 3 lands from Company because they have Thalia in play. We'll decide when we're gonna kill when we're gonna kill it. Vanishing Verse. We can just like Bonecrusher here, honestly. Because Thalia is keeping them off the companies. So I don't necessarily want to kill Thalia just yet. Thalia is, of course, not one-sided, for all you players who aren't familiar with Modern, Legacy, and stuff like that. Alright, so there's a 2-mana Princess. There's a Deafening Clarion, which is not too bad of a pickup. It does cost more, obviously. So we can just say go here. We'll just Helix the Archon. I have a very kind face. Aww. Thanks. Imagine hate bears that affect both players. I know, right? There's your Lovestruck Beast. Sure. Another Lightning Helix. We can verse the beats. We're kind of in like a treading water spot here because we're trading 1 for 1, but like we all get a 5 this game and there's no Codie in sight. So we're just gonna say go here. We'll just Vanishing Verse the Lovestruck Beast, I guess. We could stomp the 1/1, like in combat, and just deny the attack. Oh, wait, never mind. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, so we're going to kill this before combat, actually, and just take the 5. It's so awkward because the Thalia is holding back their companies, so I almost like don't want to kill their Thalia at all. Alright, we're just going to kill this. My soundboard's the nut, right? Right?
Bingo! Alright.
Here's what I say to folks who don't like the soundboard.
Get off my plane.
So, alright, they have a land. So now one more land, and then they have companies too, which is really bad for us. We're probably going to be in trouble this game, but play Bonecrusher, say go. We can double block the Lovestruck Beast. Again, it does suck that they have 2 companies. We also mulligan to 5 this game, so we're like spying on cards, but this is a great trade for us. Unless they want to try and go for a company. No, they can't. They can't company. They play land. That was an insane trade for us. That was awesome. Scavenging Ooze. Sure. We have Vanishing Verse, you know, like... We'll draw Codie eventually, right? They also have what's it called for Codie? They have Skyclave for Codie too. This seems like a pretty bad matchup. Even though we have a bunch of removal spells, it's just like not a great matchup, it feels like. They're gonna send in Thalia. Because they want to actually just release their companies. They probably should have been doing this for the last few turns, honestly. Block here. They'll pump, we verse. This is like the typical Mardu problem of you just like have a bunch of removal spells, don't actually get anywhere or do anything. So, there's Codie. Codie, let's go. You and me, bud. Codie to the moon. Yes, the company does go into Clarion a bit, but like they make it Love Struck Beast. Oh man, don't Skyclave me. Don't you do it. Don't you do it, opponent. You're gonna main phase company and not hit a Skyclave. So now they want to end step company. We have drawn the Clifftop Retreat for the Codie Cascade. Now, we'd be cascading into a discard spell here. We've already cast a Thought. So we have 1 Thoughtseize and 4 Inquisition left. Which is not very good because it can't hit one of the companies. Thalia would stop the cascade if I couldn't pay the 1, but I can because I have like a 3 and then a 1. So like, I don't really want to cast any of these cards right now anyway, so we're just gonna say go. Alright, so here's a company. We're just looking to build into a really nice Deafening Clarion. They hit double elite Skybender.
Inconceivable!
Alright, well, now I think we're dead. Any cascades to a discard spell doesn't even do anything. Oh my god, this is stupid. Alright, sure. So they take Clarion. We still like have the ability to cast Clarion with Codie next turn because it costs 5. So kind of just need to like not die for the most part. We can like Helix one of the Spellbinders. If they aren't able to company next turn, we could actually be fine here. All right, Thalia makes the thing cost 6. You're correct. So I got to kill this thing. What's up, GG? Given that we don't want to draw a discard spell, we probably want to activate Codie before we cast this. So can't cast it, sorcery. Tap. And, alright, I mean, like... This isn't bad. Play carry. I mean, yeah, we could attack first. They're just gonna block. Whatever. We can do it. So we're gonna cascade into our removal spell that probably won't matter. Or that's actually not bad. Kill all the stuff. The problem is they're just gonna company now and kill us probably, but. I think we just, like, have to hope they miss on the company, like, really badly. I think if we Thoughtseize, we just die to most combinations of the creatures. I'm gonna say this is fine. I'm just gonna let it go. We need a whiff here, folks. We need like Llanowar. That is not a whiff. We're dead. All right, seems like a pretty hard matchup. I mean, all of their cards line up super well. Like, they have like Skyclave for Codie. They have a million like Thalia effects or whatever. So that's a pretty bad matchup. It seems like. It's so weird because like we do have the tools to beat them. I don't know. We do have we have Clarions and all these removal spells and stuff, but they just got too much. Yeah, I mean that's not one of the best decks in the format for sure. Like for sure. So 1-1, it's fine. Maybe the 4th Clarion in the board. Opponent's playing a Lurrus deck. Sure. Probably a discard-based deck, but whatever. We battled. We were able to 5 that game, too. We were like, kind of in it, you know? Rogues is probably really good against us. Hopefully not Rogues. There are a million Lurrus decks, so, you know, every freaking deck's a Lurrus deck. Stupid card. Keeper Mulligan. The companion mechanic. Keeper Mulligan. Nope, it's Rogues. Rogues does seem really good against us. I mean, we can like shock in a land here to have Verse up. I don't want to Verse a 1-drop though. Shock too. Verse the 1-drop. It's like Codie. I mean, Codie's just gonna die anyway. I hate it for sure. MB says, "Hey Jim, love your content. Your Bronze and Mythic series really helped me grow as a player. First time getting all 7 wins today. Congrats, my friend. That's awesome. Super cool. Alright, we're just gonna kill this right now. So we're gonna end up with 3 cards in the graveyard, just enough to kill Codie. So this has got to be a bad matchup too. I mean, like, just like super linear, low to the ground interactive deck. I mean, like, we're just playing freaking Codie, whatever, you know, like, it dies. There's, like, half their deck kills or counters Codie here, but, like, what can we do? This is going to be a big-time, big Chandra matchup, probably. Memory Lapse? That could be worse. Honestly, that could be worse. Just play it again next turn, you know? Codie, my boy! Reading good books lately? So we have essentially 3 cycling cards in our hand. Come on, Codie. Hold on, buddy. Soaring Thought Thief. Okay. We could also cast Awakening and just cascade into a Helix or removal spell, which is pretty cool, too. MB Parry, you're sub now. Thanks, Elvish Warrior. Appreciate that. All new subs in the Discord, please. Sub in the stream. Best way to support me and Karn. Fatal Push. Come on. That should be allowed. Fetch land. Fatal Push. What format is this? Codie is back. It's back. And we're going to play one of these as a land. We're going to play only one of the Awakenings. Alright. I mean, again, Codie is pretty durable. You know, you have to Revolt to kill a Fatal Push. Doesn't die to red removal, really. They're going to attack here. This is going to be the full 8 cards in the graveyard. It's kind of tough, but... Bob says, I have plans to discuss my opinion on Counterspell. Yeah, well, I actually was like going to talk about how I didn't want it in Modern in the article, but then they announced it while I was writing it. We actually have we got a spell here, folks. We can play a spell. I think Counterspell's fine though. I think it'll make the decks a little bit better, but I don't think it's like a major shift in the format. All right, let's I'm going to full control here. I can use the right mana. Cast this off of green, blue. Cascade. Lightning Helix, please.
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god!
You could buy 2 cards in hand, draw 3. I actually like Awakening a lot in this deck. That's pretty cool. The fact that it's like a card draw spell, can filter stuff, and then like in spots like this, it just cascades into a kill spell is pretty awesome. Lorehold Command and lands. Okay. We still have mana for Bonecrusher too, which is pretty cool. I mean, actually we can't use it, I guess, but... Alright, we're going to cast Lightning Helix. It's going to fly. Now we're like kind of doing it, honestly. Unfortunately, we can't use our Bonecrusher Stomp here, so they have like an end step smaller creature. We can't kill it, but this is fine. Just there you go. They are like pretty low on resources. Codie, my boy. Hold on, Codie. Alright, well, there goes Bonecrusher. We still have like Lorehold Command's like the nut here, so. That's also pretty good. So now we can actually cast Lorehold Command and foretell this for next turn, which is really, really cool with Codie, so. Alright, gonna cast this. We're gonna go for a Helix. We could draw 2, sack a permanent. Or we can just make a 3/2. If we draw a land next turn, we can make 3 Angels with Starnheim Unleashed, which will win the game for sure. Like 2 might win the game also. Maybe we just draw here. Sack a land and draw. 5 mana is plenty to have in play, so I like that. So deal 3, draw. Target this, target me. That's a resolve too, so. Ooh, that's brutal. That really hurts. Alright, that changes the entire game. They should went from having 1 card in hand to 4 cards in hand. Dueling Discovery is like pretty mopey. Starnheim's great. Sack the Stoneforge. Draw 2 more cards. Helix Chandra. Oh my god. Ermagur. Make a 4/4. I'm just going to foretell. Now we got Chandra waiting in the wings. An uncounterable threat. We've got a 4/4, which is kind of hard to kill. They have pushes and stuff. We have more where that came from. Brainstorm end step. Pretty desperate, if you ask me, personally. So there are 2 must-kill cards in play. Must-kill card in my hand. Helix. And then this card's hanging out over here. We make some Angels. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We make some Angels, though, and, like, they don't really have any... They're a 1-for-1 deck, you know? Codie means I can't cast Chandra, but if Codie's in play, we're still winning. So it's a plan B, you know? There's Wind Robber. Castle as well. Alright, so... First things first, we're just going to jam with the Angel. Deck's not always going to have Codie in play, you know? So they're going to block and draw. Another fairly desperate move. They also have this castle in play too, so they can draw some cards here for sure. Another end of a story would be pretty gross, but we do have a discard spell here to help force through these Angels. These Angels in the outfield here. This game's been pretty impressive. I don't want to toot our own horn or nothing, but they're gonna drown Codie. That's fine though, because now I get to activate Codie in response, and we still get to use the Codie ability. They have land in hand. Get out of here! Get out of here! You're dead. 2 Angels, Cascade, Deafening. All right, Deafening Clarion's not too good, but sure. That's a little bit of a downside having Clarion. It's like it's kind of like a miss sometimes on the Cascades, but that was actually a pretty impressive game. I'm not gonna lie, that was actually a pretty cool game. All right, so we're gonna bring in Rest in Peace. I'll be Duress. Thought Distortion. Definitely Chandra. What are we cutting? Are we cutting Bonecrusher Giant? Bonecrusher only kills some of their threats. Clarion's also not great either, honestly. It's like pretty hard to like actually resolve a good Clarion. They usually only have like 1 or 2 things in play anyway. Mostly want our deck to be as nimble as possible. Oh, the fact that Chandra actually kills everything, guaranteed, is like a really, really powerful effect. Verse won't kill. That's true. Verse doesn't kill very much. Cut the verses. The thing is that the extra discard is very important. We're actually bringing in Duress, because the discard is so important because it's so cheap. And Into Story is their best card, too. So, I don't think you want Thought Distortion. Cut 3. Maybe it's like Bonecrusher Clarion. Just like hedge a little bit. Because both are like occasionally fine at times, but not a card you want more than one of, probably. Bonecrusher's like fine, just like not great. Lorehold Command is a little expensive. We can't cast at the end of their turn, so. Yeah, Giant's like alright. It is like a threat, you know? Because like we don't want to fall behind against them. Because that's where they really shine with their memory lapses and stuff, too, so. That's a fine hand. It's a little awkward, but fine. Just double discard on turn 2. Keep. Codie, my boy. I like Codie a lot. Codie's a freaking sweet card. Punt ball against a 6 or 7. Swamp, go. Alright, so a little awkward here, but we have double discard on turn 2. They got their 1-drop, which is fine. They hit Rest in Peace Chandra. Oh, there's some heavy hitters. Black. Oh my god, they're dead. Alright, so, Inquisition. Their hand is blue. Alright, so we're going to, take probably just Lapse and Drown. We have Helix for Thief anyway. Yeah, just take Lapse. If they draw a land, they can counter Codie. We can just play on the Duress though, or something like that. Take Drown. Take Lapse. I guess if they draw blue, they can cast Dispute or Lapse anyway, but sure, it's pretty awkward, but it's fine. Next turn, just discard spell, and then they cast the thing and we Helix, so. How'd the date with Codie going? We're still having the date right now. Me and Codie. Just settling in for the night. Just reading a good book, if you know what I mean. They're just going to cast the Thought Thief. They want to pump this, sure. So, I mean, we can just play Codie here. It is a little risky, though. We could just, take their last card, Helix this thing, you know. So if they draw a kill spell for Codie, we're, in pretty big trouble. So let's play this out. So we play Codie here. They draw a kill spell for it, attack for 6. Then I just untap Helix Thoughtseize them, or Helix. That's actually not bad. So the fail state isn't even that bad. Don't kill Codie. Bad thing is, of course, we don't have a land for Codie, but. Alright, pretty sick, but sure. I mean, I guess double discard isn't even needed. Alright, so. I mean, we're just gonna take the Dispute. And then we're gonna kill one of these. Probably the Soaring Thought Thief. And we can just Lorehold Command this. We also just Stress Stomp to use right now. They'll put Luris in their hand, we Thoughtseize it, and they should have nothing. And we can Lorehold Command this if we draw a land or a spell. Why do we have Chandra? But Codie is not a companion, folks. You are allowed to put cards that are not spells into your deck with Codie, because if you don't have Codie in play, you need to be able to win the game. So, if Codie's in play, we're winning. If not, we cast Chandra. Alright, this is fine. It's a little painful, honestly, but they had a flash creature there, we were in big trouble, but. And they say they've not put this into their hand twice now, which is pretty weird. So the problem is that if we burn this Thoughtseize, then we can't take their Luris. But this might be a counterspell, in which case we lose the game. So we're just gonna have to do this. This costs 4 life and a shock too. We can get a life back though. Whatever, sure. I think this is a counterspell, so I'm gonna play my Thoughtseize here. There's no way they don't put Luris in their hand in the last 2 turns just as a counterspell. Look at that, so smart. Look how smart I am. I'm gonna kill this and I'm gonna draw 2. So I want to have an answer with Luris next turn. So kill this, draw 2. That was not good. That was not good. Put Luris in hand. Then we draw a good spell. That's a good spell. So they're going to get to recast their Enforcer, but it could be worse, I suppose. They go Luris, they play Enforcer, we Helix the Luris, and then, like, we're not in terrible shape. Lorehold Command's a nut. It's by far the best command. It's not even close, in my opinion, that Lorehold Command is the best command in the set. Not even close. Alright, Chandra. Starnheim Unleashed. I mean, this has Death Touch, so we go big here. Just go for like 3 angels next turn. I think we do. I don't think making a 4/4 and trading here is to our benefit. So just there you go. It's probably gonna get countered, but Soaring Thought Thief, that's not good. Alright, I mean, if they have a Lapse or a Drown, we're dead, but what are you gonna do? Let's go to game 3, you know? Just go to game 3, no big deal. Ha ha ha. So 1, 2, 3. All right.
Make a little noise here, huh?
Into 4 triple fatal push. You watch yourself, Shroom. You watch yourself. Triple fatal push. Get out of here. They got vigilance too. Again, Rogues is a 1-for-1 deck. They don't deal with a lot of creatures like at once like this pretty well. It was a very desperate brainstorm. They were probably looking for counterspell land, you know. And the thing is, if they bricked on it, that means that they bricked on it. Though they didn't draw land off it, so they probably have all spells. We'll see. Push, push, push. Attack for lethal. You're dead.
Inconceivable!
Unbelievable. If we were at 5 life there, it's just not a problem. Yeah, well, no, swing and a miss. Come on. Drawing hot there for a lot of cards, you know. Okay, now we're on the play. Maybe just stand pat. I think this is fine. Sicko. Sicko Rogues player. So rude. Why you gotta be so rude? Your boy Jared, thanks for following. If you haven't followed, hit that follow button. Of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Please take a second. Helps me out a ton. Just like the video, leave a comment. The comment of the day is Karn's a bad dog, I think, right? Is that true? I think it is. I think it is, right? What do you think? Alright, we can keep this. We can keep this. Skepticism says, I guess we should expect removal. We have so few creatures. Yeah, fair. The flying ravioli. That sounds fun. I love ravioli. All right, they mulligan to 5, and I don't feel bad about it at all. At all. Our hand's decent. Obviously, we have some honkin' chonkers and 2 lands, but Okay, so we're going to take a look and see what's up. And then we'll decide if we're going to play tap land or just Duress again this turn. They have Scorn and nothing. So we can just play Triome here. We're in a rush. Tyrant Scorn seems pretty freaking bad against us. I mean, it can kill any. I guess it kills Codie. That's fair. It kills our important creature. Not my usual time slot. Usually I'm a daytime streamer, but for those who don't know, my wife had an ankle surgery about a month ago to correct an ankle that didn't heal right. And about 2 weeks ago, she was like, oh man, my abdomen really, really hurts. Let's go to the emergency room. And I'm like, all right. And they're like, that appendix has got to go. So she had an appendectomy. So she did 2 major surgeries in the last like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So I'm taking care of her a lot. So everyone wish her well in chat, please. All right, we're gonna just Duress here and see what's up. We're drawing lands, which is good. Dispute Tyrant's Scorn. Okay. I mean, like, Tyrant Scorn again is pretty freaking bad. Let's just take the Dispute. And we'll just hold Thoughtseize. We're not really in a huge rush here. Just so you go. Yes, I've been running the entire household while also trying to stream, take care of Karn. Luckily, John's my stepson. He's been at Nicole's grandparents a lot, so that's been helping out. But she's feeling better. She went to the doctor this morning. They like took more of her wrappings off and stuff. Gave her a brace, but all right. So Lightning Helix. Oh my God, we're just gonna cast Chandra and win the game, right? Lorehold isn't like a bad card. This card's the nut. You're out of your mind. Out of your mind. You ever cast Lorehold with a Codie in play? Because it's in Castle Lockthwain. That's pretty good. That's pretty good here. They do a Tyrant Scorn. We draw Thoughtseize. Alright, so we'll just take their last card. Kind of weird they wouldn't put Lurrus in their hand, honestly. I guess we have discard spells too, but I mean, like... Alright, so kind of a null game state here, which is pretty good for Castle Lockthwain. But if we can damage them and pressure them, so Chandra would be really, really good here. Alright, so they put Lurrus in hand. They have no creatures in the graveyard. We draw Starnheim. It's actually a really good draw because we can foretell this and still have Helix up for Lurrus. Nothing in the graveyard, so honestly, I think putting Lurrus in hand over castling there didn't make much sense at all. Because they have nothing to bring back anyway. They're not just casting a naked Lurrus, you know? So like, why bother with that? So we're gonna go for the Unleashed here. Just gonna pop off. They have a counter. If that one unknown card is a counter spell, so be it. But or they draw into one. But we can pressure their life total here because they have castles. So they have an inevitability to an extent. That's kind of gross. So that wasted the mana we foretold as well. That's pretty sick. That was pretty sick. All right, pretty good. Now our castle's going, and now we have a Starnheim with a wasted mana. We do have Helix for Lurrus, but now they can just keep like castling. Although we do have Chandra, but again, the lapse means we can't draw land for Chandra too. So, oh boy, all right, we're gonna just foretell here again. We could just make a 4/4, but it's much worse against push. So, all right, you're up. Given that they aren't doing much, just land for Chandra would be really good. Resolve Chandra, start giving them emblems, and take 3 to 13. We have like Helixes in our deck too, you know. All right, so land? No. We're just gonna cast it. Whatever. I mean, like, just hopefully not memory lapse, because I just really want to draw land. We already hit 2 lapses, so. We only have 4 cards in the bin, too. Negate. Sure, that's fine. And a Thought Thief, which is fine. We have Helix and stuff, so. Honestly, they just screwed up. They tapped their castle for some reason, and now they can't castle. It's cool. Alright, so. No, we milled 2 non-lands, so what is that? We have 7 in the bin. We draw another non-land. Not bad, though, because now we can Codie and Helix. The problem is if we Helix, they just lure us and get it back anyway, which is really annoying, but... Codie, my boy. Alright, take 3. Again, they are taking damage. We do have multiple burn effects in our hand, so... There's Codie. And now, are we going to Starnhelm Foretell or leave up Helix? Maybe we just Foretell. Make them kill this Codie. And then if we draw a... If they just attack, we're not going to Helix them. Because they'll just play Lurrus and replay it again anyway. So, yeah, this is fun. Like, right now, the Thief isn't really doing much to us. Just dealing us 1 damage. Maybe it'll deal 2 damage next turn, but whatever. The mill doesn't really matter. It's 2 damage. Who cares? That's a little more. That's a little more. And now we also have Chandra as a possible sleeper, too. So, oh my god, what a sicko. Alright, well, that's bad for us. Things were fine until they drew an Invis. It's always an Invis story. Everything's fine until I draw an Invis story. And then it just, like, the game just kind of ends. This game was totally castle locked. They drew like 4 extra cards off this. We just couldn't draw lands. Oh my god, they have push too. Once they draw 4, they have everything anyway, so. Alright, well, we need to draw a land here.
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
Alright, so we're going to attempt to make a angel, and we're also going to Helix. Make 1 angel, so we're not all in on it. Drawing a lock, sure. And now we're going to play the Helix. The question is, when are we going to play it? I think it's right now. Because if they untap, they can play card draw spells. They can play Brainstorm to a counterspell. They can Castle to a counterspell. They can just End of Story to a counterspell. So we're going to play Cast right now. And we're going to cast on the Enforcer. I want to take the least amount of damage possible. Alright, cool. That was great. And now they're probably going to Lurrus and then Enforcer, thinking... they know we have this, actually. So never mind. But still good for us. Oh, my God. Hate you! Stupid card. Alright, so mill some cards. Now, I think we can just play Chandra and plus. Honestly. Don't have Aether Gust, please. Aether Gust is like pretty bad against us. Doesn't really do much in most scenarios, so. So we're just gonna plus. If we kill this, they play a flash creature. Like, we'll just like threaten their life total. We can always minus next turn, so. Oh my god. What are you doing? I mean, now they're just gonna kill us probably, so. We have 33 cards left, sure.
Let's get toasted.
I mean, 3 into the story is just unbeatable. I don't know what we can do. They just have 9 cards in their hand, like. What's up, Tasty? We're doing some Freshly Brewed today. He brewed up a Codie deck. We're 1-1. This game's not looking too great against us. I'm not gonna lie, but Barrel resub. Thanks so much. 24 months. That's 2 years. That's 2 years. It's here for old Biscuit Barrel. If we win this game, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, their hand has to literally be like 5 Drama Locks. So we just like have to sweep here. Second year, most important year. Yes, that is true. You got a Stifle? Not yet. Not yet. Tyrant Scorn to bounce their own Thieves Guild Enforcer. I mean, again, they just have like the literal world. It doesn't matter what we do. So, oh no, this is never resolving in 100,000 million years. There's not a chance. I mean, there's just no way we can ever time this properly. Sure. unusual schedule, so unusual time frame for me.
Fireworks.
Ooh, not me to do that. Alright, you're up. Yeah, we're getting rocked pretty hard here. They have resolved 3 into destroys if you're just tuning in. Yeah, obviously. Alright. I guess you weren't actually. We were definitely dead. They had more stuff too. So, alright, so you went 1 and 2. You went 1 and 2 on our Freshly Brewed. Honestly, those games were not bad against Rogues. I thought Rogues would destroy us. Like, just destroy us. Those games really weren't that bad. They were pretty close. If we ever drew Rest in Peace, I think we would have won easily. That game was really going fine. If we drew that 5th, 6th land a turn or 2 earlier, we were definitely fine in that game. Pretty fun little brew, though. Pretty fun little brew here on Freshly Brewed. What do y'all think about it? Let me know your thoughts. Again, Freshly Brewed, I wanted to build a Codie deck in Historic. This is what we came up with. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, if you like the show, of course, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch right now, you can go watch my past episodes of the show on YouTube. Again, Freshly Brewed, the show where I build a deck and just play it. No testing, no practice. You get to see the raw first draft, unedited, unfiltered, all warts and all. We get to see what the brew does. It did feel like Starnheim was great. Lorehold was great. Codie was pretty good. Valakut Awakening was actually impressed me a lot. The ability to cast it, fix our hand, and then cascade into a kill spell. Discard spells are pretty good. Bonecrusher was alright. It wasn't like super great. Definitely want the 4. Definitely want the last Clarion in the board for sure. Like it should be like 1 Clarion, 1 Solar Blaze. Solar Blaze is pretty bad. Sideboard was pretty good too. Yeah, super sweet. So, YouTube folks, I love you. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts of a deck, and look for more Freshly Brewed. Thanks, YouTube. Appreciate it.